When it comes to United States mints, few can hold a candle to the history of our nation's only southern mint down in New Orleans. The New Orleans Mint was the only United States mint to operate continuously throughout the Civil War, at one point changing hands 3 separate times, and it is the only United States mint to ever operate without a federal government overseeing it, instead producing coins specifically for the state of Louisiana. And even after all this chaos came to an end, the mint still faced many, many issues. And when it comes to the Morgan dollar specifically, their strike quality was notoriously bad. And this was because all of the coin dies and presses used at the New Orleans Mint came secondhand from Philadelphia, San Francisco, and even the fabled Carson City Mint down in Nevada. That meant that their strike quality could not compare to those from the Old Granite Lady or the Mother Mint, which meant that when it came time to melt these silver dollars down at the beginning of the 20th century after the passing of the Pittman Act, the New Orleans coins were among the first to go, which has made them very hard to find today. And tonight we have 3 coins that have been certified by PCGS to be in stunning MS63 condition. And in this grade today, less than 2.5% of all 3 of these coins' mintages are known to exist in this grade or better. That makes them modern day collecting secrets, because you wouldn't realize they're that rare by just looking at their mintage. And while our limited supplies last tonight, we are at least $81 less than our competition's prices at just $99.95 per coin. We came across a few rolls of these coins at a coin show, and they were in such pristine condition we sent them over to PCGS to have them certified. And when they came back, they were almost all in stunning MS63 condition, which means we can pass those savings directly on to you. The 1883 in PCGS MS63 condition is item number 905-10496. That's 905 10 49 6. The 1884 O Mint Morgan dollar is item number 905 9289. That's 905 92 89. And the last coin in our trio tonight, the 1885. It is item number 905 9290. That's 905 92 90. And as I said, we are less than $100 per coin. And at that price, we are more than $20 less for each of our certified MS63 pieces than our competitors' circulated coins. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933. Or if you don't feel like using the phone tonight, that's totally fine. You can head on over to our website, which is avccoins.com. Then once you're there, you'll see a search bar on the right-hand side of the page. Click on that, and for the 830 in PC63, just put in 905-10496. If you want that 1884 it is 905-9289. Or if you want the 1885 it is 905-9290. Whether you grab 1, 2, or all 3, you cannot go wrong at coins in this grade, in this condition, for less than $100 per coin. But let's stop talking about how great of a value they are and start talking about just how rare these coins actually are. In 1883, the New Orleans Mint would strike 8.7 million total coins, a large enough mintage for it to be ranked at 16th out of all 26 New Orleans Mint Morgan dollars, and number 63 out of all 97 Morgan dollars in the series as a whole. And yes, I said 97. I count the 7-tail feather and 8-tail feather to be 2 separate coins. Now, 63 out of 97 means it's one of the more abundant Morgan dollars in the series, so you would assume it's relatively available today. Not quite. Thanks to all the melting off of these coins and how many of them were just simply circulated until they were essentially destroyed, very few actually exist in this grade or better with PCGS. They have certified just 125,206 in this grade or better today. That means when you compare it to the 8.7 million in total, it breaks down to just 1 in every 70 coins struck, or less than 1.5% of the entire mintage struck at the New Orleans Mint in 1883. Just 1.43% is the exact number. That's why this coin, when you can find it, costs over $200 in MS-63 condition with our competition. We're more than $100 less than their price at just $99.95. The following year, 1884, was just the 6th year the coin had been struck at the New Orleans Mint, and they upped the mintage to 9.7 million. That is good enough for it to rank 18th out of all 26 New Orleans Mint Morgan dollars, and it comes in at number 70 out of 97 in the series as a whole. Yet despite 9.7 million coins being struck, just 175 have been certified by PCGS to be in this grade or better today. That breaks down to just 1 in every 45 coins struck at the New Orleans Mint in 1884, and it's just 2.23% of the entire mintage. So less than 2.5% of the entire mintage is known in this grade or better today. That's why this coin costs over $181 with our competition when you can find it in MS-63 grade. We are more than $81 less at just $99.95. And then the last year in this trio is 1885, and then that year the New Orleans Mint struck 9.1 million total Morgan dollars. So it ranks just in between the 83 and the 84 in the rarity scale for the O Mint and the series as a whole. So you're looking at around 16 to 20 and about 63 to 70 range. But despite 9.1 million coins being struck, just 205,041 total coins have been certified by PCGS in this grade or higher. Like the 84, that means it's exactly 1 in every 45 coins struck, which is less than 2.5% of the entire mintage. Like the 84, that coin costs over $185 with our competition in MS-63 condition, or $85 less at just $99.95. That means if you get all 3 of these coins with us tonight, you are more than $265 less than these 3 coins with our competition. In fact, at less than $100 per coin, we are more than $20 less for each of these coins than our competition's ungraded, heavily circulated pieces. These coins are so hard to find today. Heavily circulated coins retail for $120 to $130 each. That means if you grabbed all 3 of these coins with us tonight, not only would you get stunning MS-63 grade pieces, you're also going to save $60 versus the price of heavily circulated coins with our competition. Once you add in grading fees, and there's no guarantee you'd ever get an MS-63, even if you sent in a bunch of unks, that is why this is one of the best values you are going to see tonight. The phone lines are completely backed up, which means it is time for us to move on. So let's see what we have coming up next.